Hi and welcome to this new timeless reading. So it's going to be what frequency is about to anchor at this point in time. In 3 cards, the first one is the details, the second one is what can we release, and the third one is advice. And I had a jumper card before I started the video. It came out of my deck, so I guess that will be the frequency. And we have the Fool. And what I'm getting is an unexpected change in direction. It's a very strong realignment that you can trust, that will actually bring you a lot more joy, and to not be afraid of how unpredictable this movement actually is right now. So it could be in regards to a job, or I hear like moving, and also like a mindset shift, like a 180 mindset shift. And it's taking you in a direction that actually will connect you to a much larger aspect of freedom, and can actually, like, I'm literally getting liberate you from the matrix and the constraints and the pressure you've been under. So that's a lot, but I really like when there's like a heavy stream like that. Like, I start getting like an alignment of words that I would not naturally come up with. So I know it's actually speaking like for itself. And yeah, like it's kind of like surprising and very interesting. So what can we release in order for this to happen more seamlessly in our experience? And we have the Magician. And with the Magician, I'm getting you're more skilled than you remember yourself to be. So I'm getting when you're in heavier systems or in the matrix and things like that, like you have like a very heavy routine and very demanding obligations and things like that, it puts your higher level skills and aptitudes to the side. It kind of locks them into a different energetic like pocket to what you have access to like on a daily. And it doesn't mean if you had memory loss or skill regression and things of the sort to not worry too much, because all this is stored in a different energetic space that is kind of like I'm seeing a drawer that's been locked and inaccessible for a given period of time. Because in the spaces, the heavier, more denser spaces you were in previously, or maybe are at this time, if you carry codes like this or skills like this and they're activated, it's actually not beneficial for that period of time or that portion of your life experience. Like, let's say like you hear sometimes the downside, let's say, of pretty privilege. Like, if you're too good looking and you're in like a regular like government job 9 to 5, that's gonna be hell in your reality for like the biggest portion of your work experience there. Like, you just don't need to like activate your full glamorous self to be in a space like that, you know. But it doesn't mean you can't go back to it. It's just not the space and time and the right energy for it to happen. And the same with what we could call like your magic. It's not ideal, depending what space you're evolving in, out of survival or like a heavy hierarchical structure. It's not very practical to have that energy to the forefront, or you know, even presenting or leading with that. Like, personally, I've been to a reading for like a really long time, like 15-ish years or something, and most regular jobs I've had, I didn't tell a soul about it, you know, because that's just not the context for that. And you just get like misconceptions and judgment and all types of weird energies that you'd rather not have to deal with on a daily, like you just do your thing. So yeah. And what's the advice? And we have the Chariot, and I'm getting, when the timing is right to get going, you will feel it without a doubt. And it's pretty much what I'm seeing. It's kind of like puzzle pieces that are like clicking themselves together in your energy field. And when the full picture is like all together and nothing's missing, there's like a new energy to it. So if you still feel like you're gathering your pieces at this point in time, it's fine. That's part of the process, and then in time there will be movement, but just give it a minute to rearrange. What I'm also getting is we've had a lot of solar flares and geomagnetic activity, and what that does, it shakes up the Earth's energy field, like the magnetic field and all that, and it does it individually to every single living being that's connected to it. So it kind of shakes you up and gets the density out of your field if you choose so. So just give a minute for things to realign. And a good indicator of things like that to me, like of that process, is where I live right now is extremely hot. Like it's 40 degrees Celsius. It's been like that for the past like 3-4 days. And usually that means you're in a more open state, like a more heart space type of energy, because it's really hard to like perform intellectually like when the heat is clamping you down. And we have after that, like I think tomorrow or the next day, it's gonna be like raining, so that usually is a release. It will calm and cool things down, and then it pretty much wraps up the integration, and then it's clear, easier and clearer to see which direction we're going in. So also trust what your environment is showing you, how the way it holds you is the energy you're pretty much bathing in. So it's a big part of your journey and how you get to move. So you can trust the elements as well to be supporting you. So I hope this resonated.